The noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest. Colours vivid and vibrant, songs loud and proud. The tone for this game is well and truly set. So off we go then. Now 2018 was of course the year that saw France become champions again 20 years after their previous triumph, and this man's exploits played a huge part in that success, did they not, Jim?
Yeah, Antoine Griezmann was excellent throughout the tournament with his all-round forward play. It was no surprise that he was man of the match in that high-scoring final against the Croatians.
Yeah, first time since 2002 that the final hadn't gone into extra time. And indeed, the first time since 1966 that 6 goals were scored. What a game it was. And here's Griezmann. Kukçu. And it's played forward. And he was quick to react. Vieira. Now it's Nedved. He's found a way through. Real chance here.
There's much frustration as to the lack of a touch to finish that off. Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
And here's Suarez.
Suarez really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was being very closely marshalled.
Goes for the shot! Delivers the ball. Oh, good climb! They've scored! And we have liftoff! Utterly unsophisticated, but stuck away with unashamed certainty.
Yeah, but I think most of the credit has to go for the ball into the box, Peter. Just came in at the perfect time and the perfect angle.
Colorado Springs have fired themselves in front.
Yeah, it's rare that one is enough though, Peter. I get the feeling they'll be wanting another as soon as possible.
There will be a throw-in. De Bruyne wins the duel this time. And they're quick to get it back. And the pass is intercepted. Kukçu. Aimed beyond the defence. And that is expertly dealt with. Couldn't squeeze it through. And it's Kukçu. Still no way through. The defending here is resolute. Kukçu. Can he get on the end of this? And he's made sure that's not getting through.
Colorado Springs are clearly playing a patient game here, looking to pick out those runners.
Yeah, that's a lot of the forwards, this style, doesn't it? You need them to be very sharp, chasing non-stop, running after lost causes.
Yeah, and you need a lot of movement up front if you're going to make it work.
Goes for a shot! And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
Suarez is offering a right smile there.
And we have our very first corner. Impressive jump! And there's a goal! A quite incredible spell. They are flying. Great corner, and he did the rest.
He did so well there, attacking the ball the way he did. He got a strong forehead behind that one.
So that's 2 now without reply.
You can really sense how important this goal was for them. They needed it. Now they have it.
Kukçu. Now, can they get him away? Vieira. Nedved. And it's Griezmann. Oh, well played. And that has been knocked clear. Quick look at his watch, and the referee whistles for half-time.
Well, the second goal certainly came as a welcome surprise, Peter. So late and so potentially destructive.
That certainly seems to be the case.
And that ought to encourage an even more ambitious approach in this second half, Peter, with control already established.
Colorado Springs sitting pretty here. 2 goals putting them into the driving seat. And we are back underway. Now it's Torres. Now it's Inzaghi. Just eases him off the ball. Now it's Cruyff. Nedved. And here's Griezmann. Oh, he's bustling through here. And he thumps it clear. Vieira. Oh, that pass isn't the best. And he's heaved it away and reclaimed it in a trice. Madrid are looking to play on the counter here, aren't they?
Well, I think it's pretty clear they've changed their shape, certainly when defending at least, because they've got to be ready to hit them hard on the counter-attack, and that seems to be the plan.
And that's another throw. And he's managed to gift it back. Nedved, and here's Cruyff. An instinctive delivery.
Oh, that was one big no-no when you've got a queue formed in the box.
De Bruyne. Defending was strong and firm. Looking for the run. No, not quite on the same wavelength. Vieira. This is a promising build-up. Now it's Luis Suarez. Nedved.
That's good play from him.
He's shifting through the gears here. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Skillfully cut out. He is so at ease on the ball. Oh, that's been cut out. Well played. Rijkaard spots it and intercepts. Into the last quarter of an hour. Now it's Luis Suarez. Stood up well to him there. And it's Fernando Torres. Xavi Alonso. Now it's Griezmann. Rijkaard. And they're back on the ball again. Oh, perfectly measured that. And that's gone all the way through to the keeper. Well read, nice interception.
I wouldn't fancy playing up front in these circumstances, to be honest. There's absolutely no supply.
Madrid can breathe again, just.
Oh, that's brilliantly defended, though. It looked destined for a goal.
And he's intervened well there. Rijkaard. Referee looks at his watch and blows his whistle. What a satisfying performance. A performance at times of... Hello and welcome one and all. The atmosphere building very nicely here. Gorgeous, gorgeous evening. The skies are clear, the noise is fervent, the atmosphere frenetic. I'm your commentator, Peter Drury, and providing his unique brand of expert analysis, here's Jim Beglin.
Cheers, Peter. It's a privilege to be here. It really is.
Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. We're up and running then.
Peter, we're about to see how good Lilian Thuram is. Besides being physically imposing and quick, he's very intelligent and you...
And Messi! Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. Oh, he's been on the finish! That's another chance! It's in!
Well, talk about a real rude awakening. It's almost as if the defence saw nothing coming. They just didn't anticipate, on heels rather than toes.
Some heroic goalkeeping, but even that couldn't save them this time.
Well, you might think I'm being a bit harsh, Peter, but I just can't help the feeling that the keeper should have done a better job. Full stop.
So, a breakthrough already. Now it's Luis Suarez. It's played through for him. He's rising! And yes, it's there! And they're threatening to fly away here. One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Yeah, when you're hit on the counter-attack like that, it's like walking into a sucker punch, and they're dazed.
Colorado Springs. Good effort from distance. And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
Oh, he's all alone. He's beaten the... Shot a goal! And it's there! A quite incredible spell. They are flying. A moment that needed composure, and he had plenty of it.
Well, that's great disguise he got on that finish too. Just toying with the defence, making them guess the wrong thing to do. Made him look a bit silly, Peter.
And he's done it again. He's got his second. Messi! It's bounced back off the post. And he's heaved it away. Passing is crisp and sharp. Oh, no joy this time. Xavi Alonso. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
Cruyff unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Delivery from Mbappe. Oh, the ball's run loose here. He's gone for goal! Hello and welcome one and all. The atmosphere building very nicely here. Gorgeous, gorgeous evening. The skies are clear, the noise is fervent, the atmosphere frenetic. I'm Peter Drury and this is Jim Beglin. A delight to have him on board.
Thanks, Peter. It's a pleasure and a privilege for me to be here.
There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special. Things already rolling. Caught offside that time. Well, at 6'6", and with that sort of a physique, Jim, Daniel van Bouten was only ever going to be a monstrous centre-half, wasn't he?
Yeah, and a very good one at that. The first Belgian, I believe, to become a European champion at club level.
Yes, he was. And to do that, you've got to be pretty handy. Lam. And it's Xavi Alonso. And this is Luis Suarez. Luis Suarez! Luis Suarez! It's a beauty! Oh, it really is a finish of the highest order. And that is stunning. Just too hot to handle.
I think it was probably past the keeper before he even saw it. Incredible he got so much power with so little backlift.
Celtic are already chasing the game. They didn't envisage that. First quarter of an hour gone. Guardiola is the distributor-in-chief, always looking for movers. And Messi! Well, now it's a race for the ball.
Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
Colorado Springs do seem to have a very clear game plan here, Jim.
Yeah, they're set up to play those long balls from deep, Peter. The front men have certainly been busy making the runs beyond that defence.
Well, it's a tried and tested formula, okay, but very demanding too.
Well, you need your boys up front to work extremely hard, and you need to get the passing right as well, of course.
Maldini. And the two sides separated by the game's only breakthrough moment to this point. And the score is 1. Luis Suarez! There is the genius of Luis Suarez! A finish of true class! They are purring, truly purring! Calm, composed, confident. What a super goal.
Well, he's a defender's nightmare. You try to send him one way, and he just slips the other.
And now he has two. Colorado Springs are sitting pretty, 2-0 up.
You can really sense how important this goal was for them. They needed it. Now they have it.
And he's intervened well there. And it's Guardiola. Messi. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
Colorado Springs heading towards the half-time break. The wind very much in their sails. Now it's Luis Suarez. He has found the way through.
Oh, really well played.
No, that's been intercepted. Rijkaard. Van Bouten. Looking for options for movement. Oh, nicely intercepted. João Neves. To Messi. Rijkaard. This is a promising build-up. Fernando Torres. Vieira. Well seen. Saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
So, a temporary halt to the action. How do you look back on the first 45 minutes?
Well, I think things have worked out pretty well so far, Peter. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. So I think the manager has to resist change at this stage.
Colorado Springs looking good, feeling good. It is 2-0 at the break. And hostilities have resumed at the start of the second half. Now it's Luis Suarez. That's put paid to the danger. Messi. Well, they've got it back in a hurry. Now it's Luis Suarez. Always can he finish? Relentless! Just relentless! And there's your hat-trick hero. He is simply indefatigable. Truly superb. A goal of such supreme quality, composure and class.
Well, it always comes down to the telling final pass, and that was a beauty.
Clinical. Oh, that is asking for trouble. Celtic are looking to play on the counter here, aren't they?
Well, I think it's pretty clear they've changed their shape, certainly when defending at least, because they've got to be ready to hit them hard on the counter-attack, and that seems to be the plan. Messi really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
That's good running with the ball. Gets a good foot in there. João Neves. Well, what a scene we have here. There's a real expectant buzz in the stadium, and the players on the pitch are raring to go any minute now. Expectations and decibels both rising fast here. Things are heating up, and we'll be getting underway very soon. There's the whistle. Well, for anyone whose allegiances lie with the red half of Manchester, this man for so long was an unsung hero. One of the most decorated defenders in the English top flight. He is Mikhail Silvestre.
His game was all about versatility and durability, Peter. An astute defender in the middle, a fine ball carrier with a good engine, went out wide.
Yeah, and you can expect another busy shift from him here.
He's never shy.
Rijkaard. And it's Scholes. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off.
It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
That ball looks a good one. Messi! Oh, that was wicked, a truly wicked effort.
He actually looks pretty annoyed with himself there. He's usually better than that.
Vieira. Lampard. And it's Scholes. Lampard. Big chance! It is a fantastic goal! About as smooth as it gets. Manchester United take the lead. The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
Manchester United have broken through. It's 1-0.
Yeah, it's rare that one is enough though, Peter. I get the feeling they'll be wanting another as soon as possible. Colorado Springs really can't go chasing this game too soon. Any rash decisions now could see them lose it.
Lahm is there and he can get that clear. Vieira simply refused to be outdone there.
They want to be quick here. It's breakaway time.
And this is Messi. Messi showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. Rijkaard. And there's his chance to lead the counter. He's found a way through, and Batistuta! All eyes on the referee. It's a penalty. Colorado Springs really could have done without this. This further to improve their cause. Calm as you like, and they're running away with it. Not much more than a formality.
That's a good penalty. Made the keeper commit early and set himself up for quite a comfortable finish.
Manchester United are sitting pretty, 2-0 up.
You can really sense how important this goal was for them. They needed it. Now they have it.
Just eases him off the ball. Can he get it through? This might spell danger. Great chance! It's a goal! Right back in the game! Well, how's that for a class finish?
Well, he's a defender's nightmare. You try to send him one way, and he just slips the other.
A shift in momentum, perhaps.
Well, what a difference a goal makes. Now, all of a sudden, it seems the belief is back.
Now, that's well seen too. Xavi Alonso. Some intricate passing, looking to progress the ball. Oh, that's a very... Del Piero! Oh, just lacked a decent finish.
Well, the way he set himself up was just so clever. No wonder he's disappointed.
Lovely pass, but can he get there? He's been side down. Is that a penalty? The referee has given a free kick just outside the box. It's a straight red. He has been given his marching orders. So seemingly that was deemed a denial of a clear goal-scoring opportunity.
Yes, sadly he knew exactly what he was doing and he had to go with the risk.
Perhaps the final meaningful act of the first half. Messi! Oh, that's close, and that will be the last of it. It's half-time. Well, the scoreline at half-time, a fair reflection of things overall, you'd have to say that. There was certainly no lack of effort or endeavour in the first half. Caution certainly not on the agenda here, from both sides.
Well, I think the message from the manager at half-time will be pretty simple, Peter. He's going to want them to play at a higher tempo, press more, higher up the pitch, pass quicker, and entice the opposition out of position. He knows how crucial the next goal will be.
So that's it for the first half, and everyone takes a well-earned rest. Back on the way then.
Well, I think in these circumstances, it's all about how to adjust the balance of your team. I mean,
Getting up there! And it's in! They have hauled themselves right back into it!
And that comes as a very welcome relief. Now let's see who's got what it takes to seize the initiative from here.
He watched it all the way, and the finish was unerring.
So well played, Peter. Did a great job keeping sight of the ball.
Shapes to shoot! He's delivered all right!
Boom! There we go. And it couldn't be much better. He was born for the glory he's just managed. The apple on top of the tree.
That is so good, such sharp skills, and such a delicious finish.
That's what he lives for, Peter. Not a lot more to add.
And in a trice, the substitute has scored already.
That's just as the manager would have seen it. An impact sub.
Colorado Springs with the lead.
To be expected, Peter. They've gone and stepped it up. Something they've been threatening to do and will continue to do by the looks of it.
And a chance! And that is certainly not what he had in mind.
Colorado Springs really are good at what they're doing. They'll gladly take any opportunity to launch that counter.
Nedved. And he's managed to get free. And this is Del Piero. Del Piero powering forward here. Well, they're looking at the referee, but he's waved play on. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Engages and forces him off the ball. Scholes cuts and a shot! And he's really put himself on the line here. Colorado Springs with the corner, they're first. And that has earned a reprieve for the time being. Manchester United are looking to go forward now. Now it's Raul. Thuram kept his eye on it, and he's there. Lam has quite the footballing brain. He's almost never outsmarted. Manchester United are looking to play on the counter here, aren't they?
Well, I think it's pretty clear, Dave.
He'll try from distance! Ah, good steal. He just read it.
Colorado Springs surely have to be commended for their drive and desire. Most teams would be taking the easier defensive route by now.
Takes a shot! And he's stuck it away. They've done it again. It is incredible.
Exactly what you want to see from your players. Courage. Fight in the face of adversity. You couldn't ask for much more.
Another moment of magic. A real wow moment.
Oh, what a finish. I mean, an instinctive finish at that, and he probably didn't even have time to think about it too much.
Quite a game this, all square again.
Well, needless to say, Peter, they're eager to get going, but you have to wonder how much these boys have left in the tank.
Cannavaro. Just seeing the board now, it's going to be 5 extra minutes.
They're avoiding the blatantly obvious by not getting the ball into the opposition box. That's where it has to be.
He's had a shot! That's a pretty loose pass. Bale. Nice interception, well timed. They huffed and they puffed, but that will be that. What a game, a contest of... The noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest. Colours vivid and vibrant, songs loud and proud. The tone for this game is well and truly set. So off we go then.
Well, this 4-4-2 formation is often used in the modern era defensively, but it used to be the gold standard of formations a generation or so ago, Peter, and it does allow the fullbacks to play a key role in attack.
Yeah, they offer most of the width, don't they?
Exactly. You want them to be high up the pitch so they can get themselves into the final third whenever possible. This will, of course, ask an awful lot of the centre halves and the central midfielders who'll need to drop into position and cover the spaces.
In with the challenge. Tries to play it through. He's found a way past. Nedved. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
Now it's Forlan.
Well, neither defence has had a wake-up call yet, because neither attack has turned up.
Well, a glitch with the rangefinder there, and evident annoyance.
He made it look a bit predictable.
And here's Cantona. Oh, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. And here's Cruyff. Drive, and Messi! It's in! And there is your opener. One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
You felt it was coming, 1-0.
It's so often the case with goal scorers, little influence, and all of a sudden, bang. I think that's great defending. He just made sure he was in the right place to block it, and I bet you the keeper's very relieved.
Vieira. And the two sides separated by the game's only breakthrough moment to this point. 1-0 the score. Well, it is clear to see that he is not at all happy with that.
Encourage the pass with an intelligent run, but...
Big chance! Now, who's going to be... In he goes again! But he's left disappointed.
Yeah, I think he's going to be a bit disappointed with that, Peter. You would have fancied him to at least hit the target.
Bergomi spots it and intercepts. And it's Luis Suarez. And here's Messi. Yaya Toure is always scanning the pitch for targets. He's shifting through the gears here.
Well, a few of his teammates are quite furious with him as they felt they were within reach, but he made no...
And it's half-time. Well, it's certainly simmered along nicely so far. Just the one goal in it, and it's all still very much up for grabs. How would you review the first half?
Colorado Springs really have looked very good in transitions, so I'll be expecting more of the same in this second half. They just need to remain patient and just wait for that chance to break again.
Colorado Springs just ahead here in a tight game. They are 1-0 to the good. Back on the way then. Colorado Springs currently ahead by the smallest of margins. Rijkaard. Roberto Baggio. That is a great pick out. Donadoni. Well read, and the danger is averted. Nicely aimed pass. Can he get it through? Oh, no joy this time. Well, he has slightly undercooked that one.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision.
So, Jim, what are you thinking?
Well, it's not looking good, Peter. You can't just stop playing once you've gone ahead. You're letting the opposition know that you can be got at, and they can so easily raise the pace. and tempo to do just that.
And this is Roberto Baggio. Here comes the corner.
Well, look, they know they've got a height advantage, and it's time for them to use it.
Suarez is there to clear.
That's exactly what they need to keep doing. Carry on plugging away, and eventually you might just get that little break.
This is a really... Messi! And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
And it's Baggio. And that's another good win of the ball. Now it's Messi. Now, can they get him away? Cute ball now, how can he reach it? And the finish! And no mistake. And look what it means to them. This is a position of genuine strength now. His position was perfect, the invitation was there for him, and his response absolutely clinical.
Well, so often it comes down to that quality on the final pass, and we've got it here, Peter. The defence might want to have a good look at themselves as to how they let it happen.
So time for change, and this one has been on the cards for a little while. Colorado Springs are sitting pretty, 2-0 up.
Well, now's the time you could afford to be more daring, Peter. It may be tempting.
And Batistuta! It's hit the upright. And no! He had to, and yet he could not.
And how decisive might that prove, Peter? It really would have put the wind in their sails if they were just one down, as opposed to two.
Guti in acres of space out wide. Son Heung-min! Well, that tackle was certainly sturdy. Bangladesh have a free kick. Lam. He's picked his way through. Mateus stands tall and stands strong.
They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
And that pass just didn't quite work. Rijkaard. Oh, good-looking ball. And it's Roberto Carlos. No way through. Son Heung-min. Board shows there will be 3 extra minutes. Olise. Olise! Oh, terrific save from the keeper.
Olise actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
And that is as far as it goes. Colorado Springs can probably lay claim to the title of having been the better side here. Certainly more results-driven as they went about their business in an efficient manner. So what do you take away from it all, Jim?
I think we just saw a team winning by playing to their strengths. There was a clear picture of what they set out to do, and the players were determined to deliver it, and they did.
And that's where we have to end it. From me, Peter Drury, and my co-commentator, Jim Beglin. Well, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie. The fans have pulled out all the stops to make this a monumental occasion. Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. If you have just joined, you have just missed the kickoff.
Well, Xabi Alonso is the standout. He'll be looking to set the tempo and dictate the play here, Peter.
He is so integral to this team, isn't he?
Yeah, he has the quarterback influence on a team so that as soon as he gets on the ball, everyone starts making runs. He's a master passer and a beautiful manipulator of the ball.
Messi going face-to-face with his great rival.
They want to be quick here. It's breakaway time.
That ball looks a good one. And this is Batistuta. Chance! They've scored! A moment that needed composure, and he had plenty of it. So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. Nicely shaped ball. Good read, needed to be. Well, the idea was a good one. The execution of it, not quite so.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run and not get picked out.
Chiellini calmly anticipates.
Colorado Springs are really in a position where patience and prudence will serve them best. Time's on their side.
And here's Messi. Messi. And Messi! Now, who's going to be first to this?
Well, it's not the best when it comes to decision-making. Okay, initially he probably was afforded the space to hold on to it, but the longer he did that, the more he was going to be swamped.
And he's well positioned here. Batistuta.
Madrid really look like a team that's set up to absorb pressure. They don't mind being on the back foot.
But with something up their sleeve.
Yeah, they clearly feel they can hit hard on the counter-attack thanks to their pacey options.
Bellingham. Bellingham gets on his bike and on the move. And he was quick to react. Lam. Costa Curta. And it's Xabi Alonso. Xabi Alonso. Luis Suarez. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
And it's Batistuta. And he's got away from him. Batistuta was ultimately thwarted there, but it took a few of them to stop him.
Oh, look, his determination needed to be greater than the obstacle he was faced with, and it wasn't.
Nicely aimed pass. And here's Mbappe. Great. That's it, 45 minutes up. There's been no shortage of industry or intent thus far. A little inspiration and inventiveness, perhaps the only things lacking. Colorado Springs go in at half-time with a game to chase.
Well, let's not beat about the bush, Peter. It's been fairly flat, and the support have had little to cheer about. So an awful lot of questions have got to be asked, and the answers need to be found in a hurry.
Well, that just about sorts out the first 45 minutes, and we'll be back with the second very soon. So we're straight back at it at the start of the second half.
Colorado Springs really need to bring up their intensity and rhythm a notch or two, Peter. Just looked a step too slow on everything.
Abiati gets his hands on it, and the danger is averted. Mbappe. No, he's not going to get any further than that. And it's Son Heung-min. Pato. Oh, some astute defending there. That's tidy.
That's good play from him.
Good chance here.
Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And that means just one thing, I suppose.
Yeah, they just simply want to engage the counter-attack.
Takes a shot! He's got a goal! And there's the goal they've been looking for. Truly superb. A goal of such supreme quality, composure and class.
It's the stuff you work on the training ground time and time again, and it came off.
So that's 2 now without reply.
Well, now's the time you can afford to be more daring, Peter. It may be tempting to sit on this.
Oh, he's having a go! Colorado Springs with the corner. They're first. And it's going to be another corner. Colorado Springs have their second corner now. Colorado Springs are, of course, in a position to go to the bench should the need arise. Maldini. Alonso. Now it's Pato. Pato! Superb from Pato! Oh, it really is a finish of the highest order. Back to within one. Interesting. Whoever is in his path, he will always find a way.
Yeah, he won the jostle, and it was a very good finish, and I think he'll go away feeling pretty good about that one.
And the shot! And he's cleared it out of harm's way. Now it's Luis Araujo. And he's quick to get rid. It's a throw-in. Son Heung-min wins the duel this time. And it's Son Heung-min. And it's been played through.
Colorado Springs really might just end up kicking themselves after that. That could well have been it.
Now it's Luis Araujo. Colorado Springs very much running into the last chance saloon.
Well, I like to see, Peter, that they haven't given up yet, so the spirit burns on.
Oh, it's hit the post! Oh, he's given that plenty, but no.
Well, that face says it all. I think I'd feel the same way, not that I was ever an expert at finishing or anything like that. Madrid nearly finished it off there, but now it's a case of waiting for the whistle.
Now it's Luis Araujo. And he's straight offside. He's gone for goal. And that was probably asking just too much. That's it. There will be time for no more. One of those games that many would have felt no one deserved to lose, but sentiment counts for nothing here, and at the margins, it was decided. Thoughts on what we've just seen? The noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest. Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game. Everyone involved is absolutely up for it. There's the whistle. Oliver Kahn, a huge man with a huge presence and a big, big voice in the game.
And big in intensity too, such a fierce competitor. Put a foot wrong and he'll be sure to let you know about it.
Well, he just commands respect, doesn't he? Respect of everyone, teammate and opponent alike.
Yeah, and he'll be setting the highest of standards out there and he expects them to be met. No rest for that defence.
Olise. Neither of these two want to come off second best. In towards the back stick.
Well played and well cleared.
Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Bergomi gets a foot in and wins the ball. Plenty of appeals, but the referee is not interested. Suarez receives it in a wide position.
Well, both teams are proceeding with caution, but there's plenty of time to wait for some attacking purpose.
And the finish! And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
Xabi Alonso is offering a wry smile there.
And we have our very first corner. Tries to get it clear. Lam delivers. Carvajal attempts a clearance. Pass somewhat off target. Forlan.
It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
Now that looks a decent ball. It's Bale! Oh, the ball's run loose. Oh, he's been caught napping. Oh, the ball's gone astray. Pressure stays on. It is a corner. Roberto Carlos with the short one. Chance! He's beaten the keeper, but hit the post. And now they can spring out of defence. And it's Gerrard.
He looked rushed. He should have waited for some movement.
That's a lovely, neat pass. Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. Now it's Neymar. Gerrard. He's got plenty of space out wide here. And he's heaved it away. Carvajal is looking to influence the game from out wide. Olise was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Bale! Oh, split-second reaction.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
Now it's Griezmann. Oh, nicely intercepted. Beckenbauer. So, a temporary halt to the action. A decent enough half, but neither side able to get on the score sheet. Time for some fresh ideas in the second period, perhaps. So, very little to report. Nothing, indeed, in terms of goals scored.
After all that probing and testing the waters, here's hoping for a more open second half.
So, no breakthrough from either side. 0-0 after 45 minutes of action. And so the action is resumed.
Well, I suppose from a defensive perspective, Peter, neither manager can be too unhappy. I just wonder which team is going to...
It's Griezmann! Goal!
Well, it's hardly a great surprise to see him doing something thrilling, and it should send a strength and courage through every one of his teammates from here.
Oh, delicious! Such devilish curl!
Well, it's one of those, Peter, when you've got to take your hat off and just say, too good.
So the first goal of the game.
And talk about the perfect time to score. The manager's giving nothing away, but he'll be thrilled inside.
They're back in possession and ready to go again. Neymar is someone with real dynamite in his boots. And this is Cruyff.
Incentive set and incentive met. Now they've got to take it on another level.
Well, quality clearly deserted him at the crucial moment.
He made it look a bit predictable.
Xabi Alonso! Oh, the keeper's done ever so well.
Xabi Alonso really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
Colorado Springs have their second corner now. Get it up there! It's bounced back off the post. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. Tries to pass it through.
Well, it's definitely the right attitude and application, Peter. They've got to keep pushing.
There is an irresistible, irrepressible look about them here.
You know, the interest value in this game might just take off from here.
Quality ball. Oh, that's fabulous. Olise ploughing through the middle. And it's Cruyff. Lam is someone so often referred to as the defender's defender. Now it's Griezmann. It's Griezmann! And that really should have been that.
Just got too eager there, I think, Peter. Had half an eye on the two-goal cushion.
Bastoni kept his eye on it, and he's there. Spread to the right. And this is Bale. He has found the way through. Deftly away.
Keep calm and carry on. That's the job in a nutshell now.
Beckenbauer kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. Colorado Springs close now to seeing this one through to the end. Xavi. That's a little off target.
Barcelona really can only do one thing now, Peter. Get the ball up front, make sure it sticks, and sustain some pressure.
And that's very disappointing, it has to be said. Now it's Cruyff. And that will be it. Well, that was tense. Boy, that was tense. The two sides separated by the game's So bring it on. Hype, expectation, emotion. The game yet to kick off. The excitement already palpable. And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. So it's down to business here.
The midfield three, Peter, I think are going to be key in this lineup because it's a very expansive system.
Yeah, it certainly looks a very front-footed approach.
It is, and with the front three, especially the wide men, running at and beyond the defence, there's going to be an awful lot asked of the midfield. They have to supply those balls the attack can run onto, while at the same time maintaining the team's overall shape by linking the front and back.
And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped. For the ultimate model of consistency and longevity, there is the perfect example in front of us.
Yeah, Javier Zanetti goes on forever, doesn't he?
Yeah, well, that's why they call him the tractor. He just ploughs on and on with boundless energy.
Now this could be a chance, and he's managed to get free.
Well, it's not the best when it comes to decision-making. Okay, initially he probably was afforded the space to hold on to it, but the longer he did that, the more he was going to be swamped.
Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. Mateus. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Lovely pass, but can he get there? Too much on it, and that is an easy claim for the keeper.
Well, neither team has yet managed to impose any authority, and as a consequence, this game's just drifted.
Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Now it's Bellingham. No, that's been intercepted. Mbappe. Cruyff can see things others simply cannot. And this is Luis Suarez.
Milan really look like a team that's set up to absorb pressure. They don't mind being on the back foot.
But with something up their sleeve.
Yeah, they clearly feel they can hit hard on the counter-attack thanks to their pacey options. Have beautifully policed that midfield. The opposition have been handcuffed.
Well seen. Saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Pass is just off target. Well, quality clearly deserted him at the crucial moment.
His teammates are really annoyed with that, you know, and they have every right to be.
Passing nice and neat. Diouf is onto this. Diouf was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. And this is Messi. And that signals the end of the first period. So neither team were able to take the lead, but it certainly hasn't been for the lack of trying. Some first-half thoughts?
Well, simply put, Peter, they haven't been good enough to trouble the opposition. They need to play with more courage in the second half and a lot more intent.
Well, it's been a half that hasn't lacked suspense or intrigue. It's only lacked goals. 0-0 at the break. And hostilities have resumed at the start of the second half.
Well, both sides are eager to get going. Here's hoping that it's a good sign. Things are about to change. We need a little more life in this.
Bellingham. And it's Ronaldinho. Well, it is clear to see that he is not at all happy with that. And Messi! What a wonderful goal!
Dependability is one thing, and he brings that to his game. But that sort of dynamism is another attribute he's blessed with, and it's revealed on a regular basis too. Superb.
The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Well, it's an example of counter-attacking at its finest. Real cut and thrust.
The first breakthrough.
Listen, when it comes to goals, Peter...
Chance for a shot! And there's a goal! They're level in a trice!
Well, going behind has simply triggered a collective determination to hit back, and they merit nothing less.
What a delicious finish. That is immaculate. Oh, he's been caught on it here. He's in, must be. Oh, that's a foul in a dangerous area. Yellow or red? It is red. Well, this is worrying. He is not the sort of player who tends to stay down. Well, he waited a little while, but it does seem that the referee was eventually convinced that that was a clear enough chance he denied.
Well, Peter, I don't think he even had time to...
Messi! Oh, wonderful, wonderful Lionel Messi! Sumptuous finish, an absolute joy! And they get themselves in front! That was beautiful. Something close to genius.
Well, he made it look effortless. Clearly a training ground perfectionist.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here?
Look, he's the one everyone expects to put the ball in the net. That's what he's paid to do. Well, it's definitely the right attitude and application, Peter. They've got to keep pushing.
This is a really front-footed approach.
A lucky break would certainly help their cause now.
And this is Luis Suarez. Luis Suarez! And that's a sharp finish. And there we have it, the two-goal cushion. Perfect placement, the one place the keeper couldn't reach.
Well, Peter, I think the keeper knew straight away he was never going to get to it.
Colorado Springs now in a position far more desirable. Oh, they could be caught. Decent chance! Oh, good finish. Simplicity itself.
Well, I'm giving him full marks for the way he exploited the space, Peter, but you really shouldn't be left unmarked in the middle like that. I don't think he could believe his luck.
Milan cut their deficit and look raring to go again.
Well, we have a very different game on our hands now, all of a sudden. This one's totally up for grabs.
Colorado Springs with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. And a header! Nearly, but not quite.
Yeah, it's good movement, though. A bit unlucky he couldn't actually steer it goalwards.
And it's Messi. Tries to pass it through. And this is... Oh, he's all alone! Can he finish? And yes, it's there! And he stuck it away as if laser guided.
He had the whole picture in his head, Peter. He didn't even look at the goalkeeper.
So the lead now is 2.
Well, that's pretty much sealed it now. And surely, Peter, we're not going to see any complacency after that.
And this is Cruyff. Plays a sharp little ball here. Oh, well played, well played. And the pass is intercepted. Good chance here! And that would have been game, set and match.
Messi really must be wondering how he hasn't put them 3 up. It was a very, very decent chance.
Now that looks a decent ball. And he welcomes it in. Caught offside that time. Always goal side. Mateus. That looks a good ball through. No foul, says the referee. It's all a little bit desperate, but it's got the job done.
That's simply brilliant defending. They were outnumbered, but he still came out on top.
And a chance! Against the crossbar. Zaire Emery. Nice looking ball. Pass somewhat off target. And this is Cruyff. Lahm, great vision. And this is Cruyff. Can he finish? Tries one from range. Nedved! A diamond of a goal! A finish of true class! And that's it. Colorado Springs, pretty much in utopia, imposing themselves in the... Welcome to those who have joined us all here on a beautiful, clear evening. The conditions contributing to a fantastic atmosphere in the stands. This really is the place to be. I'm Peter Drury, and here with me in the commentary box, I'm glad to report, is Jim Beglin.
Thanks, Peter. Hello, everybody. Ready to see what unfolds in this one now.
Just listen to that noise. This place is definitely up for it. Ah, he's given it away. And he is dashing away. Nedved does well to get it back. Vieira. Griezmann. Now it's Cruyff. Oh, nicely intercepted. Messi. Serginho. And here's Inzaghi. And he's been shifted off it. Now, what about a counter-attack? He's shifting through the gears here. He's under a lot of pressure there. Great vision. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Cruyff! Well, now it's a race for the ball. Koeman. Messi. Cruyff. Cruyff going face... And Cruyff! Cruyff! That is beyond words! That is a gem! An absolute gem! And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Yeah, when you're hit on the counter-attack like that, it's like walking into a sucker punch and they're dazed.
Colorado Springs have fired themselves in front.
Yeah, it's rare that one is enough though, Peter. I get the feeling they'll be wanting another as soon as possible.
Oh, well played, well played.
Santiago del Estero always have been a side that are known for pressing, a style that's very high tariff, Peter.
But it can pay off big time, can't it?
Yeah, just about every top side are doing this now.
Oh, that's well spotted. Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
He's in a great position here. Messi. Expertly cut out, really nicely done. Vieira. Could move up a gear here. Oh, no joy this time. Well, quality clearly deserted it. Cruyff! And there's a goal! Again, in a trice, and they are soaring! So that's two now without reply.
Well, that's a real psychological weight off the shoulders, I think. It's a very different game now at 2 up.
And here's Griezmann. And this is Pato. He's found a way through. It's Pato! Oh, the ball's run. Oh, what has happened here? And one more try! No, just not quite.
Yeah, he may have snatched at that a bit, even though it was quite close.
Oh, easy pickings there. And it's Cruyff. Nicely weighted ball. He's in plenty of space here. Griezmann! No, he didn't quite meet it right. A quick look, thought about cutting inside. Now that looks... And a chance! Caught offside that time. So, temporary halt to the action. What have we learned from the first 45 minutes?
Well, I think things have worked out pretty well so far, Peter. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. So I think the manager has to resist change at this stage.
Colorado Springs, looking good, feeling good. It is 2-0 at the break. And here is the first touch of the second half. Well, it is clear to see that he is not at all happy with that.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run and not get picked out.
They want to be quick to recover this. Messi. That has been slung wide. Oh, that's nice. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Now it's Batistuta. Batistuta makes a dash for it. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Nice looking ball. And he cuts out the supply. Goes forward. Nedved plays the game a step ahead of almost anyone. Santiago Del Estero are looking to play on the counter here, aren't they?
Well, I think it's pretty clear they've changed their shape, certainly when defending at least, because they've got to be ready to hit them hard on the counter-attack, and that seems to be the plan.
He's through here. And that is expertly dealt with. Deftly away.
Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
Lovely ball and a real chance now. Good run, lovely take, but that is where it stopped.
He did well there, held his run enough to ensure he didn't stray offside.
And we have our very first corner. There's a header! Euphoria, utopia, and they are cavorting. And they are tearing the opposition apart here. Simply breathtaking stuff. Great corner, and he did the rest.
So well played, Peter. Did a great job keeping sight of the ball. Made a classic move and met it perfectly.
Neymar! Well, now it's a race for the ball. Belletti. Nedved.
If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
Oh, Red, nice interception. And it's Xavi Alonso. Over to the right flank, and he's quick to return it. So 3-0 now, and surely there'll be no twists in the plot. Aimed beyond the defence. Now it's Nedved. And that interception was most necessary. Passes coming off in quick succession here. He's got away. Bumps him off it and wins back the ball. And they can counter here. Oh, he's onto this. Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
Now it's Del Piero. And this is Messi. No. That's that, the end. Well, that was a tale of two very different teams. One driven, ruthless, prolific. The other quite the opposite in all of those areas. The result, a very accurate reflection of what we saw. Your final thoughts, Jim?
Well, the look on the manager's face says it all. He knows he set his attack.
The noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest. Well, colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football, and we're about to be dished up a feast of it. There's the whistle. Jim, who do you pick out as the telling individual today?
Well, Peter, it would have to be the highly rated Dean Howson. The perfect blend of total football and tiki-taka. I like the front-footed approach he takes to defending. He's very effective, pushing people back by almost joining in central midfield himself. And, you know, he has a real air of authority about him now as he matures through the game.
No argument from me on that front. It's easy to see how his presence alone affects both sides. Lobbed in behind. Luis Suarez. Now it's Del Piero. Now it's Luis Suarez. Always onto this. Messi. And he's managed to get free. Neymar. Guti. Great vision. Always goal side. Vieira can clear it away. Vieira did just about enough to... Colomwani! A probing pass. Nedved. Colorado Springs are still to register a shot on target. As a matter of fact, a shot of any type. And here's Colomwani.
Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
Oh, nicely intercepted. And that is a little undercooked. And he plays one through. And this is Messi. And a chance! And it's a goal! An opportunist strike, but he'll take it. He will own it.
Well, I'm sat here, Peter, thinking that the keeper might have done a little better then. Maybe his positioning wasn't great, but then again, I don't think he had a wonderful view of it.
Colorado Springs have broken through. It's 1-0.
Look, he's the one everyone expects to put the ball in the net. That's what he's paid to do.
And this is Messi. Well, the finish certainly didn't match the build-up.
He did well there, held his run enough to ensure he didn't stray offside.
Luis Suarez. Oh, we expected better, and so did he. That ball looks a good one. And the shot! And that's a good finish. They are purring, truly purring. One sweeping move executed with deadly efficiency.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
Colorado Springs are now luxuriating in a 2-goal lead.
This is wonderful front-footed football. The manager will be absolutely thrilled to see his team clicking in every department.
Now it's Del Piero. Now it's Luis Suarez. Great defending, strong and determined. Neymar. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Played into the real chance! It's in! And deep into first half stoppage time. A timely strike. Another moment of magic. A real wow moment.
Oh, what a finish. I mean, an instinctive...
And Del Piero! It's a goal! And look what it means to them. This is a position of and that is all they have time for.
Colorado Springs are 2 up, and on the balance of things, I would say deservedly so. They had a very coherent game plan, and if they are allowed to continue in the same vein, I can only see the margin getting bigger.
Colorado Springs largely dominant, up by 2 at the break. The scoreline 3-1. Back on the way then. And it's Del Piero. Oh, that's a key interception. Now that looks a decent ball. He won't be happy with that one. And this is Messi. Messi!
He almost caught everyone out there the way he just eked out the room to get the shot in.
Not the best distribution from the keeper. Beckham. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Now it's Del Piero. Now there's a fight. Takes a shot! Oh, denied! Brilliantly!
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
And we have our very first corner. Lam. Plays a sharp little ball here. Dembele. He's got away. And it's Neymar. Now it's Guti. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. And this is Pato. Oh, played right into his path. It's Adriano! That was superb goalkeeping.
Adriano clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
Corner number 2 then. And now they can spring out of defence. Dembele. He has found the way through. He's found the way through. Dembele! And it's in. That really is quite fabulous. All his own doing. Manchester United cut their deficit and look raring to go again.
Well, there's a real sense that the momentum has shifted here, Peter, and the crowd are reacting to that now.
Nedved. And this is Pato. And he's there to belt it away.
Colorado Springs surely have to be commended for their drive and desire. Most teams would be taking the easier defensive route by now.
Mbappe is onto this. Big chance! Well, that pass surprised everyone, and not in a good way. No luck with that dink over the top. Not the most accurate pass. Aimed beyond the defence. 5 minutes left on the clock.
I thought it was going to happen then. How many more chances can they realistically?
And the shot! And a terrific save from the keeper.
Alexander Pato is offering a wry smile there.
So, third corner of the game. And he gets rid in a hurry. Raul. And that's really well manoeuvred. Vieira. No way through. Oh, that pass isn't the best. Back to the keeper it goes. Dealt with nicely by the defence. And that will be the final act. Colorado Springs can finally smile now. They have held on. Well, what a scene we have here. There's a real expectant buzz in the stadium, and the players on the pitch are raring to go any minute now. Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. So off we go then. So, Jim, tell me this. Who are you looking for in particular here?
Yeah, Kylian Mbappe. There's nothing more frightening for a defender when he's running at you at full speed. He gets into his stride so quickly and seems to just glide across the turf. But when the goal's in front of him, he's also got that cool head that's required to pick a spot and finish everything off.
Yeah, hard to see past him. He'll be looking to put on a show, I'm certain of that. Messi. He's had a fair tumble under that challenge. Shapes to shoot! Oh, terrific save from the keeper.
Nedved really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
And we have our very first corner. He leaps for it! Nearly, but not quite.
Well, there wasn't too much wrong with his effort. He needs to get on the ball again and give it another crack. I would.
Luis Suarez. And it's Lam. Incoming delivery. Courtois claims it. Safe hands. Del Piero. Tries one from range. Now that has posed a few awkward questions.
Yep, certainly could have been something so much more.
Now, can they get him away? Isco is sporting a guilty look after that.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less.
Nicely aimed pass. Neither side yet able to find the net. Now it's Mbappe. Van Basten bumps him off it and wins back the ball. Looking for the run, and that has been cut short. Oh, this looks sharp. Isco. Van Basten. Shot, surely! And that is well cleared. Gently done.
Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. Guardiola did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. Nakamura clipped into space. Now can he find a finish? And a shot! Goal! Colombia! And it's Colombia who take the lead. And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Just when they thought they may be in at one end, they end up shipping a goal at the other, and it's all due to wonderful counter-attacking. They hardly had time to even react, and there's only one word to describe that: clinical.
The first breakthrough. Messi! Messi! From another planet! Sumptuous finish, an absolute joy! And once more, we are all square. You score, we score.
Yeah, they say that fortune favours the brave, and we've just seen an example. This team has real personality and character.
And wow, he has given that a right old hit. Oh. And the referee says that is that for the first half. Well, the glass is either half full or half empty. Neither side yet truly to impose themselves, and it's level pegging at half-time. How do you look back on the first 45 minutes?
Well, I don't think either side will have too much to complain about or worry about, Peter. 1-1 is a fair reflection of the game so far, so it'll be fascinating to see how both teams go about trying to establish a little more control in this second half.
Well, it has been tight, it's been competitive. Each side with one significant moment, And at half-time, the score is 1-1. And we're already back up and running after half-time.
Colorado Springs are probably feeling relatively good about themselves, so I don't think the manager has seen anything to change in his half-time team talk.
That is ended up in no man's... And Del Piero! Ambitious, but just off target.
Oh, it looked like he tried to give it some extra whip.
And it's Nakamura. Mbappe, can he finish? Goal! Colombia! And they've got their lead back. Perfect placement, the one place the keeper couldn't reach.
That's just a fabulous, fabulous finish. Anything that close to the frame of the goal, 99 times out of 100, the keeper's not getting there.
Colombia leading. Del Piero! It's bounced back off the post. And there's a goal. A game of thrills, all square in the blinking of an eye.
Well, that's so refreshing. They went a goal down and you never would have guessed it. Their reaction has been emphatic.
Not so much sophistication as doggedness. And Messi! Now, who's going to be first to this?
Del Piero really had a clever trick to shake off his opponent then, but he's left shaking his own head in disappointment.
Colorado Springs have their second corner now. Defending of the desperate variety. Of facing up. Nedved! He is desperate to get on the score sheet, but not this time.
Colorado Springs really can be very happy with the way they're going about things, Peter. They'll want to capitalise on this good spell, though.
So the manager can make a change for the first time in the game here. Engages and forces him off the ball. Nakamura. Nedved conjures time and space where few can. Passes coming off in quick succession here.
Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And that means just one thing, I suppose.
Yeah, they just simply want to engage the counter-attack.
Now it's Griezmann. Son Heung-min. Real chance! Fantastic from Son Heung-min! A finish right from the top draw! And the game is well and truly turned on its head! What a delicious goal, stroked in like a maestro.
It's almost poetry in motion, Peter, isn't it? The way he wraps his foot round the ball so effortlessly. Amazing.
And in a trice, the substitute has scored already.
I think the manager's claiming an assist here.
Colorado Springs have their lead.
It's so often the case with goal scorers, little influence, and all of a sudden, bang.
Some intricate passing, looking to progress the ball. Pato! And that is wildly off target. Xabi Alonso gathers from the goal kick. And this is Pato. Now it's Son Heung-min. It's Son Heung-min! Oh, that is outstanding! He's got himself an absolute peach. And that should do it! Within sight of the finish line. And that is stunning. Just too hot to handle. Goes for a shot! And it's in. Drama at the death. Is there time for one more twist? Was there ever any doubt?
Not even a hint of hesitation. That is such a cool finish.
And that's that, the end. Colorado Springs have won it by sheer force of character, as winning teams. So bring it on. Hype, expectation, emotion. The game yet to kick off. The excitement already palpable. Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game. Everyone involved is absolutely up for it. There's the whistle. Kaká in the side, just about as box office as it gets.
Yeah, I totally agree. He, in many ways, the blueprint of the modern-day number 10, lauded for his...
Shot a goal! Goal!
Well, they would have been looking at him to produce the goods, and that was very kind of him to oblige so early.
One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Santos are such an adept counter-attacking team. They produced something out of nothing there. A few seconds was all...
Messi! Oh, he's given that plenty, but no. And it's lofted through here. And he's intervened well there. Tries a shot! It's loose now and they want to get it back. Oh, they can break here. And here's Vardy.
Vardy clearly held on to it far too long there. Did he do enough to find someone? He looked as if he had his mind set on trying to do everything his way.
And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
He is through here. And Messi! Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. Looking for a runner.
Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
Kaká! Fantastic from Kaká! A finish of true class! And they're threatening to fly away here. The lightness of step, the sharpness of movement, the certainty of finish. So that's two now without reply.
Well, now's the time you could afford to be more daring, Peter. It may be tempting to sit on this, but I'd say go and grab a third. Santos really look like a team that's set up to absorb pressure. They don't mind being on the back foot.
But with something up their sleeve.
Yeah, they clearly feel they can hit hard on the counter-attack thanks to their pacey options.
Oh, we expected better, and so did he. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. And that has left him in a heap. He steps in, and that's the end of that. Nicely weighted ball. Costa Curta spots it and intercepts. Vieira. Now it's Messi. And this is Luis Suarez. And it's made its way to him. Howson tries to clear. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Eze. Oh, well played. And the referee has blown for half-time. What do you think we're up to after 45 minutes?
Well, I think things have worked out pretty well so far, Peter. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. So I think the manager has to resist change at this stage.
So that's it for the first half, and everyone takes a well-earned rest. So we're straight back at it at the start of the second half.
Well, I think they have to be positive despite the scoreline.
He's had a shot! Oh, he hit that sweetly.
Well, look at him, furious at himself for missing. Having said that, the manager applauds his effort to find that bottom corner.
Colorado Springs come out of the tunnel having undergone a change at half-time.
Well, I think it's the perfect time to...
Takes a shot! And that is certainly not what he had in mind.
Messi clearly can't believe he didn't put that away. He'd set himself up perfectly.
Now it's Bale, and this is Messi. He's got away. Well, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. And it's Kaka. Kaka. And smartly reclaimed. And Messi! Relentless! Just relentless! Up by 3. They have their boots on the throats of their foes. Smiles broad and beautiful. That is a cracking hit.
It's almost poetry in motion, Peter, isn't it? The way he wraps his foot round the ball so effortlessly. Amazing.
3-0, and things are starting to look awfully cosy. And this is Messi. A quick look, thought about cutting inside. An instinctive... and a header!
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Colorado Springs are looking to break at pace. Santos appear to be happy to let their front players stay up front all the time.
Well, it's signalling to the opposition that they're setting themselves up for the counter-attack. It's plain and simple.
Eze. Oh, facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable matchup. Oh, the ball's run loose here. Now that looks a decent ball. Vieira was in no mood for any of that. Knocks it into space. Howson. Pirlo, the man we've all come to watch. Now it's Kaka. Plays a sharp little ball here.
Well, they can at least make a fight of it. Even if it's just a goal, the lift it would give would be huge no matter what the end result is.
Mateus, who does have an assist to his name. Kaka! Oh, that could be pivotal!
Look, that was a technical interaction of great football. That has gone down a treat.
Clinical, just clinical. What a game this is turning out to be for him.
This is frightening football. He has increased defensive fear on the way to that hat-trick.
This is a gloriously greedy performance. Oh, important interception. And time is up. Well, that was thrilling. A game of champs and chumps. The winners were so good at times. A side that can and will trouble more or less every... Well, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie. The fans have pulled out all the stops to make this a monumental occasion. Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. Things already rolling. Well, there's the man we're all here to see, the thriller-minute Neymar. He really does turn every game into a showbiz occasion. So I wonder, Jim, what is in today's show?
Well, plenty, we hope, Peter. Being the kind of player who likes to take it upon himself to win, whether it's his vision and creativity or being more direct in providing a threat up front, we're bound to see something special, I hope.
Because we always have in the past.
Indeed.
Oh, he's caught him there. It's a free kick. There's a quick free kick. Caceres running with intent. Count! And he was there to get a vital touch.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
And we have our very first corner. Maldini can get it clear. And now a sudden chance to counter. And he's intervened well there. Xavi Alonso. And no, that was never going to make it. Wirtz. Just eases him off the ball. Madrid couldn't do a whole lot with it there. They could do with more sharpness in their passing. Pass somewhat off target. Del Piero is herring after that one. Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
And it's Wirtz. Maldini does well to get it back. Plays a sharp little ball here. He shifted it to the flank. Looking for options for movement. Rijkaard, defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. So we're still where we started right now. Now it's Wirtz. And he is dashing away. Can he finish? No messing about, just bludgeoned away. Oh, that's well spotted. Wirtz makes a dash for it. 30 minutes gone. Xavi Alonso. Knocks it out wide. Neymar. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Driving forward. Neymar ploughing through the middle. Xavi Alonso powering forward here. And that's a nicely shaped ball. And the keeper's given it away. Xavi Alonso has a look and plays it forward. And here's Neymar. Lovely feet. Vieira did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. The whistle's gone, and that's it for the first half. Well, it was a half of could-haves and should-haves, but as the whistle blows, we remain where we started. Plenty for both managers to mull over here. So neither side has found a way through yet.
Well, this will have given them a chance to look for any potential holes and weaknesses in the opposition. Something that will bear fruit once the teams come out again, I'm sure, Peter.
So we reached the halfway point, and neither side have yet been able to force the issue. It's 0-0. And so the action is resumed. Both sides defensively robust up to now. Wan-Bissaka. This is a promising build-up. Passing nice and neat. Colorado Springs do appear to have made a half-time change.
Well, I think it's the perfect time to make a change.
That's a good ball. Shoots! It's run loose. Who's going to get there? Oh, that's horribly mistimed, and it's given penalty. Colorado Springs really could have done without this. So this the chance to fire his team in front. What a save from Peter Schmeichel! He can't put it away.
I never really looked comfortable over that. I had a feeling this might happen.
Madrid have their second corner now. Oh, great leap! Oh, and that one's done no damage in the end.
Forlan certainly knows that he's missed a real chance there, but he can't dwell on that. He needs to pick himself up and move on.
So, Jim, is that the manager telling the forwards that they must stay? It's Forlan! And he has kept it out somehow.
Forlan really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
Corner number 3 coming up. Nesta tries to clear. Colorado Springs have the chance to go the other way. Rijkaard spots it and intercepts. And he's forced to go back. That's a cute ball. Chiellini kept his eye on it, and he's there. Griezmann. He has a look up. Bale! Well, now it's a race for the ball. And now the breakaway, and it's Kaut. Oh, facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup. Stood up well to him there. Griezmann is onto this. He's in! Must be! And the shot! Oh, good finish! Finally, the deadlock is broken!
Well, what a shift in moods here, Peter. That weight's finally off their shoulders, and tails are well and truly up. Yeah, that's really well played, Peter. It's very, very simple. The ball through to him was just beautifully measured.
Colorado Springs are in front now, the game's only goal.
Well, it's great commitment on show here. They'll be hoping now that they can stay focused and disciplined enough to hold on to this. Colorado Springs surely have to be commended for their drive and desire. Most teams would be taking the easier defensive route by now.
And here's Kaut. Oh, that's a key interception. Now that looks a decent ball. Neymar. Oh, that's a vigorous challenge. And he's quick to get rid.
I think we're about to see a frenetic finish. No half measures from here.
Del Piero. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
Hazard carries the ball down the right. Referee looks at his watch and blows his whistle. Well, that was tense. Boy, that was tense. The two sides separated by the game's only goal.